Town Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
Complete to DJ Moore.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. To the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And he'll be taken down quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, Cousins. Pass it, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 46 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 27, Bridgewater to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Anthony Harris.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. These last 2 drives obviously inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cousins to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. We'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to push it into Davis. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Joey Slide.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
That ties the
extra
game.
point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 3.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said,
look at this, Melway Field, breakaway, touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 42 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now will throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
14. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
First down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Panthers 21. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Panthers 21.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
3rd and 9.
From the gun, here's Cousins. The rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
The 37-yard line.
Bridgewater able to get this to Thomas, his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A first down carry for Davis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 18.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Panthers.
He's back to throw. catch here, left side, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
2nd and 2.
On the run, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on front. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And he knocks it through.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And we've got a timeout.
Back at the 29.
9 seconds remaining. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. On the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. What can Cousins do in the OT? It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
The Panther 1st down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Try to power it in with Arma. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in